Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be a 4v4 between Fatty Esquire, Kitty Stalker, Kyrolonis, and Somicron, and Hijacked, Sleepy Bear, Go Teddy Go, and Rambo. Alright, so Team South, we have the red Protoss player. It is Fatty Esquire. Right next door is the blue Protoss player, Kitty Stalker. We got ourselves a purple Zerg player named Somicron and a blue Zerg player named Kyrolonis. Top side, north side, we have Hijacked, the yellow Terran player. We've got an orange Terran player next door, Sleepy Bear. We have Go Teddy Go, he is a green Protoss. And we have a pink Zerg player, Rambo. We are gonna red versus blue the ever-loving heck out of this thing because, oh my gosh, no. Because, oh my gosh, no. I am absolutely 100% not trying to keep these colors straight in a 4v4. It's not happening. Alright, so 4v4. It can be pretty cheesy. It can be pretty darn macro. We can get to things like a lot of carriers and battle cruisers. We can die to some kind of a crazy Ling Flood. Combined with Reapers, combined with Adepts. I mean, 4v4, it's endless. The possibilities. The possibilities and the quantifications here are endless. Somicron took the gold base. I assume there was some discussion about that, maybe over Discord. Perhaps each team is talking to each other. I don't actually know. And yeah, welcome. Welcome to this 4v4. I've been meaning to cast this for about a month. Unfortunately, Somicron sent this to me and was like, hey, you should cast this game as a good one. And I was like, all right, cool. So here we are. Somicron is, by the way, he is an upstanding individual. And he will not send me only wins. He will not send me stuff wherein he is victorious. He is definitely willing to send in games that are good even if he loses. So just keep that in mind as we watch this game. Expanding pretty quickly here, both Fatty Esquire and Kai. On the other hand, Kitty, oh no, this is his. Okay, so he expanded too. So everybody's going 2 base. At this stage, the other team is all going 2 base as well, it looks like. Although nobody's taking this back area, which makes me worried. Hijacked, expanding. Sleepy Bear, not expanding. Okay, so Sleepy Bear not expanding. Rambo on 1 base, working on 2. Alright, so far so good. So everybody's doing pretty well here with the exception, I believe, of our guy up here, Sleepy Bear, who's 1 base in it with a 3 racks opening. So he's planning on being pretty darn aggressive. I don't know exactly how well that works in team games, right? That is a really early spore from Rambo. Like, too early a spore. 244 is like, I'm pretty darn sure somebody's proxying oracles and they're right here. And 244 is still early to get a spore out, but it's cool. Let's roll with this anyway. Alright, so who's doing what? Production tabs, we're seeing speed, we're seeing Overlord speed, we're seeing charge. So a lot of speed upgrades across the map here. Stalker on the way from one of the Protoss players on Team Blue. The other Protoss is working... Oh, never mind. Other way around. The Protoss are both going Robo. So far, not much is happening here. So, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, you're like, 4v4 in StarCraft 2. I should check it out. Well, I am Falcon Paladin. I cast StarCraft 2 and Brood War every day of the week. There's one of those 2 happening. Some days, both of those things are happening, which is a lot of fun. Some days, there's 1 Brood War and 1 StarCraft 2 cast. 3rd base from Somicron coming up. This is a lot of Marine pressure from Sleepy Bear, plus there's a couple Stalkers from Go Teddy Go, plus Lings from Rambo coming in. So Team Blue working together pretty effectively. Kai has Overlord scouting about, trying to see what's what, and so far pretty good information, I would say, out of Blue, recognizing there's no Roach Warren or anything like that. Now, unfortunately, I think Somicron is just going to lose his 3rd. I don't think he has. He's got a good number of Lings. But again, these are Marines that are look at this, Ring Around the Rosie by Rambo here. Good control. Really, really nice control. So Somicron going to lose this base. There's no saving it. Like, the Lings are going to try to jump on this, and they're going to do all right. Like, Kai comes in to try to save it, but with the Lings buffering and the Marines firing, it's a really tough scenario. Although Team Red... No, Team Red does not manage to pull it out there, unfortunately. Bam. Team Blue has the advantage down here to the south. That's a lot of dead Zerglings. The Marines happy with themselves. This guy's got 4 kills as a Marine. Pretty effective stuff. Creep spread makes you a little bit nervous, but Kitty Stalker is up here. We got Somicron up here too. And just pushing, man. Hijacked. Showing up with a siege tank. Just Yeah, siege up right there, man. Perfect siege position. I like it. And firing on a couple of them Zerglings. Still pushing up the ramp right now. This is extremely, extremely dangerous for Team Red at the moment. Another tank shows up. The Stalkers and the Oracles are not going to be good at this. Why is there a probe here with Kitty Stalker's army? Hello, Mr. Probe. Not sure what you're up to there. They're trying to pick up one of the tanks. A mule gets called down to repair it, which is fantastical. Zealots from Fatty just getting warped in over here at Rambo's base. Spinecrawler helping with this immensely, as well as Zerglings. And it looks like Kai might just be dead. Kai had double evolution chamber, had a Baneling nest. I didn't see a Baneling out of him, unfortunately. He went down there to try to save Somicron's third, and it might have been better for him just to stay home and not do that. Meanwhile, Fatty's just warping in Zealots non-stop up here, not helping defend at all. He's on the offensive, which is crazy. Sleepy Bear, I don't know why they're... Oh, the tanks are getting jumped on by some of these Zerglings out of Somicron, and two of the tanks go down. The third tank tries to get... No, the third tank stays alive. Team Blue manages to hold on to that one. A Disruptor's out from Kitty. Bam! Big time hit there against Team Blue's army. The Zealots on the other side still shenaniganing their way to victory here. I mean, this guy's got 12 kills. That's a 12-kill Zealot over here. I think finally it got taken care of, but once that tank got killed, look at this burrowed queen. Kai got burrow fast. That's pretty good. Oh my gosh, the Disruptor hits though. That's a 12-kill Disruptor. This has been a game for a lot of damage out, man. Sleepy Bear. Sleepy Bear. Did you lose all your SCVs? Are they all back here? They might be all back here. Where is that warp prism? There's still more Zealots over here. Dude, Fatty is killing all of the economy of Team Blue. Just absolutely ruining it for everybody. 7-kill Zealot. I mean, this is absolutely bonkers. I guess while we're watching this, I do want to give a quick shout out to Kai Rolonis. He is a loyal Twitch viewer of mine at twitch.tv/FalconPaladin. So I'm going to shout out his Twitch channel. There is a link to it in the description. He plays StarCraft 2. He plays Zerg. And you should check him out. Give him a try. And as long as we're shouting people out, Somicron's got a Twitch channel. Fatty has a Twitch channel. I assume Kitty Stalker does, but I've never actually seen it. So meanwhile, this is happening. Are they finally out? Is that finally it for the Zealots? Guess who's got Mutalisks, though? Somicron does. Kai just barely replanting his main base. Somicron taking a third base out this way. Kai's natural is happily mining with 11 drones. Mutas, remember how there were spores? Like 5 whole minutes ago at the 2-minute mark? I remember that. That was a good time. Extra spores are coming up. There's a couple of queens out as well. More spores here from Rambo. He's died to Mutalisks before. These are the actions of a man who's died to Mutalisks. Somicron with Lings across the other way. Can we do it? That's a lot of Stalker and Hellion, man. Stalker, Hellion, Lings are not going to do well there. If it was just Stalkers, yes. Just Hellions maybe even as well, but Stalker Hellions just a great combo. They can kind of buffer, allowing the Hellions to stay alive a little bit longer and do that fire splash damage. Blue Flame's done for Hijacked here too, so that's a super bad sign. Kitty Stalker's got his Disruptors. Team Blue has not shown a very good ability to dodge Stalker or Disruptor hits. Like this would be a good Disruptor hit right here. Oh, jeez. Alright. So the Hellions are trying to kill these things, but they're actually not good at killing any of this stuff. And the Hellions are all dead. The Mutas are like, okay, can we? No, that's a lot of Marines and Stalkers. Nope, not happening at all. War Prism gets picked off there by Team Blue. Nicely done. A Ling attack here from a Rambo coming down the bottom side at the same time. We'll hang on to that one as Blue pushes this back. Disruptor hit. No, it would have been great, but it expired a little bit too early. Ling's coming down to Kitty's attempt at expanding down this way and going to shut that sucker down. Nice blink away from the Disruptor. Very nicely done from the Novas. That one, actually, he didn't kill this one because that's the one that set it off. You're immune to your own Novas, but nothing else is, including your own teammates' stuff. So be careful with those Purification Novas around your own army, is what I'm trying to say here. Dun, 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 dun. Kitty Stalker sends a free Immortal down. He almost looked like it was part of the composition there. Fatty's going to lose at Nexus 2. This Ling counter, this Ling straight up attack of Rambo is super good. Mutalisks and Lings trying to find damage where they can. Hijacked, yes, this base has been harassed a lot, but this might finally be the end of it. Team Blue needs to decide, do they push in and kill this base, which they could probably do, or go back and try to save that, which they can't do because Mutalisks kill stuff too fast and they are too zippy regardless. Oh, that's a free, maybe not. These Lings are just running from that place. Dude, Hijacked only had one missile turret. Hijacked, no! You knew there were this many Mutalisks out. You saw! Okay. Well, Hijacked is in a lot of trouble, owing to the fact that he didn't prepare almost at all for Mutalisks. Vikings, Stalkers, okay. Snipe! And does take down the orbital for Hijacked there. Is Hijacked... This is Hijacked? No, that's Sleepy Bears. Dude, Hijacked's on one base. He's, right here. He's on one base right now. That's not good. That's, in fact, incredibly bad for him. We'll see if he can come back or not. Fatty trying to replace. Kai is on two bases. No, he's on one base after this one died. Yeah. No! There's this one. Okay. This map is so big. He is on two bases. Excellent. Kai Relonis doing great. Rambo and Fatty expanding just across the bridge from each other. I don't think either of them know the other one is there. Yeah, they don't. They don't know. They don't know if the other one is there at all. Mutos jumping back in on Hijacked, who is not being protected at all. Hijacked, after that early Marine attack, they did pretty well. He hasn't been able to really get things going. Thanks mostly to pressure out of the Zergs. Nova's trying to get hits here, but I mean, the tanks are a problem. That's a giant hit. Takes an Immortal and a couple of Stalkers with it there. The Mutas are just... You don't have any Thors. You don't have any Widow Mines. Dude, that's one turret. Bam. There's enough Mutas here to one volley down the turrets, which means you can't repair through that, or it's hard to do so. Kai gets dropped big time. Zealots from Fatty are dealing with stuff, but there's lurkers out from Rambo. Oh, Hijacked loses his other orbital. Hijacked is just done. I think Hijacked is just done, you guys. Sleepy Bear, though, wrecks Kai's day. The lurkers end up saving Rambo's base down this right side. Yeah, Nova defense. Oh, the blink. But blinked into some spines, which is not going to work out very well for you at all. Not enough Zealots. That Immortal is a terrible choice against this many Marines. And in fact, even with the crazy overcharged shield battery, the Immortal dies anyway. Because Marine damage output is so insanely good. Especially if they have Stim. Again, Immortals, what you need is the Storm. And guess what? There's High Templar here. There's the Storm. And the Banelings. Oh, the Banelings rolling through the Storm and taking a ton of damage too. Dude, Samacron's going to lose his base over here. The Mutas from Samacron are just trying to do what they can. Just trying to keep blue down as hard as possible. And the Medivacs get killed trying to get out of there too down there to the south. Yo, Mutalisks coming out from Samacron taking hits from Stalkers. Those eggs are not really fantastic. Disruptor sniped. This game is back and forth insane right now. And Samacron loses his third base again for the second time today. His Mass Muta, though, is looking pretty good if you're into Mass Mutas. He has 40 Mutalisks here. I don't know if the Stalkers are not going to be enough. Look at this. Tank down. Like, there are no Phoenix out. Team Blue needs to make Phoenix if they're going to deal with this many Mutalisks or Widow Mines or Thors or something. They don't have any of those things. There's a lot of options, but yeah. Dude, Fatty going to lose, possibly lose another base here. Did he warp in sentries to deal with Zerglings? He kind of did, and you know what? Sort of worked out. Both those sentries lived. Go figure. Bam. Go, Teddy, go. Loses a base, a nexus there in the middle of the map. Again, hard to hold on this particular map of Shipwrecked. The Muta count is 49. 49 Mutalisks. That's not, I mean, you got Marine. No. Hold on. You got that. I guess the Archons are the scary thing, but they're not fast enough to keep up. Look at him just one volley down missile turrets. Dude, Sleepy Bear is going to lose an orbital here. He's mined the space out, so it's not as big of a deal. But these Mutalisks are doing work today. These probes just sitting here for Go Teddy Go. Ooh, is he getting rid of Storm? Go Teddy Go gets Storm denied. Massive victory there. Kitty Stalker pushing across the map with a bunch of Stalkers. Go figure. The Mutas trying... Oh, they're getting fungled. A couple of them are dying. Oh my gosh. Look at how in the red these Mutalisks are. No, why are you going back in? Another fungal. Another fungal. Oh gosh. Oh, the humanity. It's down to 28. 28 Mutalisks. But Team Red pushing behind Mutalisks. Very brave attempts here. They're regenerating their health pretty quickly because tissue regeneration is enabled right here. The lurkers for Rambo really kind of zoning out Team Red pretty effectively here. Oh, geez. Kitty Stalker just gets caught out in the middle of Blink. Oh, okay, they blinked out of there. The Mutas are back. That's the thing about Mutas, right? If you don't chase them down and actually kill them... Oh, my gosh, the Fungals, though. The chain Fungals, though, out of Rambo. Rambo is not a bad player, you guys. Rambo is a good player. Dude, these Fungals have been sick. Oh, and he burrows. He burrows, but that means the Mutas get out of there. Kitty Stalker back with the Blink Stalkers. Chases stuff away. These Mutas will not go home. A bunch of their friends have died, but they are still fighting right now, making sure none of these gateways, none of these warp gates get repowered. The infestation pit gets sniped, and they take a fungal to the face for it, and the Hydras from distance with the chain fungal. The fungal Hydra combo. I have not seen this in some time. It's super good against Mutalisks. You slow them down. Then the Widow. Guess how many Mutalisks Omicron has right now? 0. The answer is no Mutalisks. All of them are dead. Let's put Omicron on the list of players I do not trust with Mutas. Which is entirely fair, right? There's only 3 players on that list anyway. It's going to be Rogue, it's going to be Dongray Gu, and Cyril. That's it in the entire world. If you're going to make Mutalisks against a Terran opponent, you better be one of those players, else you're in a lot of trouble. That's how I feel about it. Okay, so suddenly, Team Blue hijacks at 0 supply. This is it. Sleepy Bear's at 60, Rambo's at 66. I mean, Nova's catching Hydras. Why not? Ooh, there are some lurkers here. Lurker eggs, which he's not focusing down. Rambo GG's out because all of his tech is gone at this point. He's got some lurkers that somebody did burrow in for him. No. He GG'd and didn't leave the game, so he burrowed his lurkers. But Lynx are shutting down his attempt at expanding over that way. We've got Kai with a bunch of Hydras coming up the right side against a bunch of Marines. Not the best situation for them at all, unfortunately. And that's your good game. Team Blue taps out. I was just waiting for it. It's going to happen there eventually. So that's game 1 of our sneaky twofer here today. Good comeback here from Team Red, losing Kai's entire main base. Omicron's third base. I mean, other hatcheries died everywhere. It doesn't show me buildings lost when it's in team games, unfortunately. But 61 Mutalisks died for Omicron. 61. That's insane. That is... Good heavens, that's a lot. All right. Well, that's game 1 there. Again, please check out Kai. Kai Rolonis on Twitch. Link in the description. Check out Fatty. Check out Somicron on Twitch as well. All StarCraft streamers. They're all good dudes. All right. Let's move into game number 2 here. As a pretty good example of teamwork. Although, again, the Mutas from Somicron kind of crippled Team Blue pretty effectively and allowed the further push from Fatty, Kitty, and Kai to do the damage that they did. Rambo, good game. All right, game 2 coming up. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 of our Sneaky Twofer is going to be here on Multiprocessor, the Ladder Edition. Pretty much the same teams. It's going to be Hijack, Sleepy Bear, Go Teddy Go, and this time Share the Love versus Fetty, Kitty, Kai, and Somicron. I'm sorry for the static in the first game. I couldn't hear it, but then I had the thought to go back and listen to it, and yeah, there's a little bit of static there, so I apologize for the sound, but hopefully this one is great because I did some fiddling with my microphone cord, and maybe it's shorting out. Maybe it's time for a new one. I've had this Blue Yeti since about 5 years ago. Yeah, it's been 5 years. All right, so Team South here again. We have Go Teddy Go. We've got Share the Love, a new Protoss player. We have Sleepy Bear and Hijacked. So Rambo got replaced by Share the Love, Summicron, Zerg player, Kitty Stalker, Terran this time, Fatty, Protoss, and Kai, Zerg. And red versus blue. All right, so this time Kitty Stalker's team is going to be blue and the enemy is red. And walling off here on a multiprocessor. Pretty darn scared of a Zergling rush, which is okay because Kai is going pool first. And Summicron is going hatch first. Okay, so maybe one person rushing Zerglings is not very hard to deal with for a team of 4. Especially if you're opening up... Wow, 3 racks here. No, hang on. They're both going 2 racks. Again, the colors, man. The colors are hard to deal with. Okay, so they're both opening 2 racks. They're going to be very aggressive. It's going to be definitely very difficult to deal with here. Again, a lot of Marines with good control from the enemy. And is this a 2 racks opening? No. So Share the Love going 1 gate into a Cybercore. Same thing from his other fellow Protoss teammate. Go Teddy Go scouting around. Nobody trying to cannon rush. Can I just tell you, the number of times in team games recently for me where a Terran teammate gets cannon rushed and has absolutely no idea what to do about it it's terrifying. I was always under the impression that Terrans knew how to handle this stuff. That they could handle, because they could lift off their buildings, right? They can lift up their buildings, they can move them away. The SCVs are pretty good fighters. They can deal with cannons that are warping in. But man, there was a guy the other day on my team. Me and the other teammate saw these cannons and we pinged him and we're like, dude, do something about this. And he was like, no. He didn't say anything. He didn't move to deal with them. He lost a couple buildings there for no reason. He finally got a tank out, but like he had to lift his main in the meantime. It was a total mess. It was a total mess of a game. I think we won it anyway, which is not a very good testament to how good the other team was. But, geez, that was really frustrating stuff. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about the game here. By the way, have you heard of the Falcon Paladin Hour? It's a podcast with myself and Summicron. Just search Falcon Paladin in your podcast app. No matter what device you're on, you'll find us. We talk about StarCraft 2, GSL, especially make bets on that one. I still need to pay up. I think I still need to pay up the bet of doing 5 hours of Halo with all lassos on. Which sounds like an entirely miserable experience. But again, I lost. I ended up picking Innovation in the playoff of GSL Season 2. And he got 3-0'd by Dong Regu. So that's what I get for believing in Innovation. Probably the last time I'll be doing that. Okay. Dark Shrine on the way here from Team Red. Anything sneaky from Team Blue at all? Roach Speed? Nah. War Prism? Kind of sneaky, I guess. That's about it, though. That's about it as far as we're concerned. Kai's Natural is coming up right now. Kitty's got his Natural. It's very exposed, but I guess he does have a handful of Marines here to deal with it. Summicron going to knock down these unbuildable plates because I've definitely attacked unbuildable plates instead of the enemy before in a defensive situation, and it sucks. So here we go. Marine tank pushing out. Is it just Hijacked? Nope. Hijacked and Sleepy Bear. Both Marine tank pushing out right now. Got Marines from Kitty Stalker. Got a bunker. Got some roaches from Traumacron. If you have good enough numbers, you can do this. But Marines in general, not great against Marine tank here. So some Ravagers would be nice. Summicron going to make some Ravagers here outside of the scan area. Nobody's going to try to get a flank up. Defensive tank from Kitty Stalker. Roaches pumping in, and they do help take down that first tank. The tank that is in range of the bunker. Is this tank in range? I think it might have actually been in range, but it is on sieging. This guy is going to be, though. So salvaging the bunker, recognizing, okay, they brought tanks along. It's not going to be very good. Got a couple Phoenix in the mix here, too. Going to try to lift that tank and just get it out of the equation if they can, but the Marines are a little bit too scary at this point. The anti-air is nice. Taking that tank fire. Marines trailing fire. Not a good place to be at all. Guess what Fatty's doing? Hey, look! Zealot warping. Zealot warpins on the other side of the map. Oh my gosh. Ravagers. Tanks down. Ooh, one of them almost dead. There it is. There it is. Roach Ravager. Ba-bam. Tanks out. Zealots on the other side doing work. The Phoenix do lift and kill some of the Zealots. I think they might have actually wiped out the warp prison. Nope, the warp prison for Fatty is actually over here. Another round of warp-ins is ready to go here very, very soon. DTs from Share the Love showed up to Fatty's base. Oh my gosh, they're going to snipe the Robo before the Observer comes out. Oh no! All right, no detection for at least Fatty. I don't know if Kitty's got scans available. He does. He's got a couple scans available here, but Zealots on the other side for Sleepy Bear causing problems. The DTs up this away are going to get scanned and largely wiped out. Zergling's chasing him down. And there's an Observer, too. Oh, an Overseer with speed. Very nice. And DTs do get taken out here. Sleepy Bear just going to lose a lot. I mean, seriously, Zealots, man, hard to kill when they're inside your base. It is worse than having Lings inside your house in every stretch. Go, Teddy, go. Doing some Phoenix shenanigans here against Kai. Zealots getting into Hijack's base. Tank, trying to defend, but also doing friendly fire splash damage against his own SCVs. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's a lot of dead SCVs. And actually getting some of the Zealots out of here. You're just going to have to unload them and get on top of those tanks, I guess. As he knows the Warp Prism is probably dead at this point. With one tank down and friendly fire splash, man. Pretty dangerous stuff, which is why this tank isn't sieged, I guess. Perhaps. I mean, that's not a guarantee that is why that is happening, but anywho, it is 30, 41, 43, and 41 total supply for Team Red. Fatty's at 25, Kitty's at 78, Kai's at 43, and Samacron's at 74. So Samacron winning the day here hasn't really been harassed at all, which is going to help you get a pretty darn good army supply and economy going. Third base is happening, which the Phoenix can't do anything about. He does have a couple spores up at every base, recognizing the threat these Phoenix are. Stalker going to try to kill that base if he can. And Phoenix just poking around the edges, trying to see what they can see over here. They're going to lift and kill that queen. And a couple of these overlords, if they can get away with it. Actually, Liberator Splash versus Phoenix, I feel like it'd be pretty good. These Phoenix are, they're clumping up pretty closely here. Look how crazy it is on the edge of this map. Like some kind of like hydroelectric plant or something. Just crazy amounts of water flowing through. It almost looks like it's coming through the air for some reason. Looks like maybe it's going to be a race car mech here out of Hijacked. Or maybe Sleep. No, that's Hijacked. Again, economy not great for Hijacked. He's got 4 workers at his main base right now, which is horrible. Does he have... And I guess he does have this one, too. Is that his natural? I don't know which spawn location was first here, to be honest. But these... No, that's Sleepy Bear. Jesus. All right, so that's Hijacked. Hijacked there, too. All right, so Kitty's at 100 supply. Samacron's at 58. So this is where the force of Team Blue is here to the south. High-sec auto-tracking coming in now from Team Blue. And a bit of a silence falls over the battlefield here. The music stops. The attacks are over for a small moment in time. The thing about team games is there's always stuff happening pretty much consistently here. The Phoenix don't want to engage with the Marines. There's one thing. There's a couple things that Phoenix are afraid of. Parasitic bombs are a really bad thing for Phoenix to deal with. On the other side, Marines are also really good against them. Stalkers in general are going to be pretty fantastic. Fatty actually has more workers on gas. I think he meant to swing them over to that second assimilator, but he didn't in the end. Cloak coming in here too out of Hijacked. Is he going for ghosts? I mean, obviously he must be. Samacron's trying to hang on to this base, but you know what? The number of Hydras here, I guess reinforcing Hydras do come in, and they do shove away these Phoenix. The Marines are a concern as well, as they're hanging out, begging the Phoenix to come in that direction. All right, so both Sleepy Bear and Hijacked are working together here. Again, more Marine tank pressure, this time with some Vikings, and this time with some Medivacs. And here comes this Roach Ravager Hydra composition. The tank fire is a problem, but he's mashing on top of these tanks, trying to wipe them out. Mules are getting called down for the repair. Phoenix lifting and killing, and Samacron loses his entire army right there. You almost need Banelings to handle Marine tank style proposition here. Some Banshees from Hijacked are out, but the Marines are a bit of a problem. Tank gets lifted and killed by the Phoenix, but they walk their way into a bunch of Marines from Kitty Stalker. Third base from Somicron does get wiped out here. But pretty much all the Marines from Team Red get killed. They're pulling back to a central location here. Couple tanks on the ground. 20 kills on that one. That is a, wow. That is an excellently powered tank there. Really strong. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, bunch of feedback going down on the Phoenix. Interesting choice there. They have no energy left over, or very little energy left over to do any lifts there with the Graviton beam. Interesting choice. I don't think I've seen Phoenix feedbacked in a long time, if ever. That is a crazy combination. All right, so Team Blue doing a better job, I think, expanding onto these lower ground areas. Although, I don't know, they're both pretty even at this stage. It's hard to tell because the creep is kind of messing up my ability to see where the halfway mark is on this map. But yeah, it looks like both teams doing a pretty good job expanding to this first layer. The second layer away from the main is getting fairly well expanded to by Team Red. Phoenix from Go Teddy Go continuing to do work here. Kai doesn't have any spores at this base. Kai, friend, you must have spores if there were mass Phoenix flying around. He doesn't have any spores in his main base either. Oh no. Look at these. The Phoenix are like, wait, really? There's no spores over here whatsoever? Big drop from Sleepy Bear. Hyder's trying to deal with it, but I mean, there are tanks. There's Marines here, but the tank isn't sieged up. Spore Crawler actually getting rid of those dudes pretty effectively. Dude, Kai is down to 23 workers here. Not a great place. Not a great place to be. Team Blue pushing across the map at the same time, however. Big Marine tank army here from Kitty Stalker. 163 supply for him. Sleepy Bear just trying to get home with this group of Marauder Marine. No. No, says Kitty Stalker. That's not happening in the least bit. Sleepy Bear going to lose a base here. That's not great. Share the love. He's got the High Templar, got the Archons, Zealots, Stalkers. DTs are in the mix here because, hey, who doesn't like a little Dark Templar action, huh? I mean, I think everyone's died to DTs at some point before. Hijacked, bottom left expansion. Go Teddy's Go's got this base rolling. He is starting to saturate it here as well. Fatty expanding a little bit lower down this way. Somicron expanding. Kitty Stalker expanding. Kitty. Kai is redroning up his natural base. He must have a third somewhere, doesn't he? Kai. No, he's got a hive and a hatchery. I don't know how he had 23 drones left after that Phoenix attack, but maybe it wasn't as thorough as I thought it was. Dun, dun, dun. Big attack coming in from Fatty versus a lot of Protoss. The Archons and the DTs are doing serious work right now. He does have detection, and there's a scan. So the DTs are not going to last as long as they normally would, but that is still enough to shove back Fatty. The DTs themselves do a good amount of damage, even if they are being spotted here. A lift and kill on a couple of the Stalkers. Colossus back here doing some work at the same time, and Fatty's army gets wiped out. Kitty Stalker decides it's time to come in, set up some defender mode circles. Maybe try to get rid of some of these tanks. The Cyclones are a little bit scary, as a bunch of the Marines are, so he backs on out there too. Battle cruisers in production from Hijacked. And he's getting the Yamato. Also, Fleet Beacon coming in from Team Red. Gonna see some carriers on the front there. A Hive is on the way from Somicron. Yeah, Thors and battle cruisers. Oh, Hijacked already has battle cruisers. There we go. Team Red is working together to wow, all right. So this is the thing that's happening right now. Colossus firing on everybody. Battlecruisers jumping into the mix. Taking a lot of damage from these means in the meantime, from the Marines in the meantime. Another battlecruiser goes down. This should not work out for Kitty Stalker, but it kind of is. Meanwhile, Kai with the big Hydra Viper army, blinding cloud getting tossed down on a couple of these cannons. Kitty does get pushed away, but it left the right flank open for Kai to come in here with a ton of Hydralisks. Also working with Fatty to make that thing happen. Changelings getting tossed down by Somicron. Just to see what this army composition is, and some of the Changelings live. Some of them do get wiped out. Sleepy Bear expanding again. Hijacked has this base rolling. Hijacked has this base rolling, which did get scouted by Somicron's Overlord. So good presence of mind there from Somicron to make that thing happen. Man, the creep spread down this way by Somicron is pretty fantastic. Kai's is looking pretty nice down the right side here too. The center, more of a Somicron gig. But anytime your enemy has to move on to creep to attack you, they're going to feel worried about that. It's an unsafe feeling. It's an advantage that you have. It takes extra cycles in your APM and in staying mindful in StarCraft as a Zerg player, but it's totally worth it to do. Kai's at 146 supply. Fatty's at 148. Share the Love is almost maxed out at 178. Hijack's at 142. Corruptors are out for Somicron to deal with the battle cruisers, but they don't want to deal with the Phoenix as much, and they don't want to deal with the Archons especially. So they're going to pull back if they can. Corruptors trying to deal with these medevacs here so that the bio's not as effective. Kitty Stalker's going to lose an orbital down here to the south. Huge engagement. Blinding cloud and storm everywhere. The Hydras do no dodging. They continue to push in right now. Fatty's got some stalkers, but I really don't see this going well for Team Blue at the moment. Oh, Sleepy Bear's going to go after Somicron's hatch focusing. He does focus it down, and he handles the Zerglings pretty effectively. The Corruptors are helpless against these bio units. What is not helpless are Kitty Stalkers, Marines, and Marauders. Kai's Hydras are getting the heck on out of there. I believe they have 3-3. Yeah, he's got 3-3, and not bad. Good upgrades here out of Kai. The 3 evolution chambers really making a big difference here. He's finally taking a third, I think that is. I'm pretty sure that's his third base here at about 18 minutes, which, good army supply. Expanding faster would probably be better. Gonna use Caustic Spray on these turrets and then try to take down the Orbital Command at the same time. If you lift it, the other Corruptors will kill it. It is such a no-win situation here for Orbitals and Command Centers if they get Caustic Sprayed upon. I guess Planetaries are the same way. They can't lift anyway, so it's a no-win situation for them either. I mean, again, using Caustic Spray on Terran just bases, main bases, is always a good thing. Hey, remember what we just said? Hijack's going to lose another base. Liberators are attracting his attention that way. Hijacked is down 2 bases in very short order. That is not good for him. The Corruptors are finding a good use for themselves, which, again, adding Caustic Spray, I think, was a fair thing to do with Corruptors. Because for a long time, Corruptors, you'd use them against Colossus. You'd use them against battle cruisers. But once those things were gone, Corruptors had no use whatsoever. But now that they can actually affect buildings, it's very nice. Fatty pushing in the right side here, but a bigger army out of Share the Love forces him back. Doesn't like what he sees there whatsoever. Sleepy Bear's getting a planetary shelled by Kitty Stalker's tanks. Zerglings from Somicron making sure this base doesn't come up again. The flank attack, though, coming in the other side. Battlecruisers firing down, trying to stand in and fight here as Kitty. Anti-armor missile went down on something. I think I heard that. I don't know if I saw it, though. Top right base from Share the Love gets wiped out by Fatty's Zealots. And Fatty pushing away. Share the love here at 179 supply. He's got substantially more supply than everybody else. Fatty's the next closest. But in a direct engagement, it doesn't like what he sees. Dude, Zergling's wiping out a bunch of hijacks, SCVs over this way, but the mech out of hijack is looking pretty scary right now. These Thors are mean. These Thors have +2 attack. The bio here for Team Red is at 2-2. The Corruptors are getting rid, again, against Colossus, great. Against Marines, Marauders, tanks, no, bad. Bad against those things. The Thor push from Hijacked here is looking absolutely terrifying. 179 supply. Share the Love does at 198, and suddenly Team Blue. I don't know if they can do it here. The Corruptors are trying to take down the Colossus, but even if the Colossus are gone, the Thors are dealing terrible damage to everything. Somicron's third base goes down. And that is his newest source of income, I believe. So suddenly Somicron's at 60 total supply. He's trying to... He does take down another battle cruiser here. The Corruptors are trying to do what they can while taking serious damage from things like Vikings, from things like Thors right now. Team Blue desperately trying to hold on. On the other side, we've got Fatty and we've got Kai pushing the other direction, but I don't know if anything's going to stop this attack from Red upcoming the left side here. They're coming to help. They're trying to do this with Hydralisks. They're trying to do it with Zealots and Archons and Storm. Flank attack on the backside. It's a very slow-moving, strong army here from Team Red. Can they do it is the question. Can Team Blue wipe them out? And it looks like there's some Storm coming down. The Thors are all getting wiped out. And yes, the Stalker is doing pretty well against those Thors. Bonus to armor, but guess what? Share the Love on the other side. Fatty abandoned his right side post to try to save the left side. And suddenly he's going to lose a Nexus here without question. Share the Love at 196 supply. He is just killing it for Team Red right now. We're at 22 minutes into this thing, into Game 2. Hijacked losing another base to Zerglings from Somicron. The action is all over the map right now. Fatty loses an attempt to expand to the top right here to DTs. And suddenly, Fatty's at 106 supply. It's not looking good for Team Blue whatsoever. I mean, for Team Red, they're pretty anemic as well. Except that Share the Love is at 200 out of 200. So, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough hold for Team Blue here if they're going to be able to do it at all. I mean, look at how many just empty bases there are. Kai's expand, like, mining over this way, but Somicron, is he just pulling the boys? It's like, all right, we're going to pull the drone. He has to long-distance mine, I think, to expand. Kitty Stalker trying to attack down this way. I think focusing the medevacs would not be a bad idea. He does get one of them there. Kitty Stalker doing some work, but this is a problem. This is a big, scary Protoss army, but the combined forces, again, of Kai and Fatty are coming up behind. Storm all over the Protoss. Blinding Cloud getting tossed down here, too. Actually, walking into Storm a little bit there are those Hydras. Are they actually going to do this? Dude, Kitty's taking down the production of Team Red over this way. Share the Love just trying to run away from the combined forces of Kitty and Fatty there. DT's trying to get into the mix. That's not going to work out for them at all. Marines picking off medevacs that are trying to fly out to the front here to try to help. Marines jumping into Sleepy Bear's newest source of income, and it looks like they did just barely manage to hold off. Just barely. I think, dude, Somicron got some Banelings in here. Is he gonna? No, there's tank. There's a tank there. I don't think those Banelings can do much. Unless he drops. Ooh, does he drop on top there? So you're a dropper lord and you're Banelings. I think you need to get together. Here to work that out. So Team Blue has managed to solidify being alive. Kitty's been removed from this side of the map. I don't know where Somicron's attention is right now. But these Zerglings, though. 8 kills and 7 kills. Look at these guys. Oh, no. Hang on. Colossus out. Baneling running for it. Trying to find a place where there's not a tank. Ooh, actually. Actually. Yeah, you're going to one-shot some of these probes, aren't you? Some. Yeah, like 4, 5, 6 probes went down there. That was pretty good. Pretty sneaky Baneling to get all the way back here and kill some of the probes. I mean, it's an oversaturated base anyway. It's not really going to hurt the income at this point, but still hilarious stuff. Guess who's back? Kitty Stalker. Kitty Stalker. He's ready to go. He's got his tanks. He's got his Marines. He's got 3/3 on the bio and +3 attack on the tanks. He's pretty scary. Fatty coming down the right side by himself. Kitty taking... Whoa, no! Oh, no, Kitty. Oh, Kitty. All right, well, Kitty's gone. But again, the right side is left undefended here. Kai's got his Hydras. He's got his Lings. He's got his Vipers with Blinding Cloud. Corruptors from Somicron find a Warp Prism. That's a pretty nice pickoff. Anytime you kill a Warp Prism, it's going to be a good thing. Now look at that. Combined forces taking out one of Go Teddy Go's Nexuses, and Go Teddy Go's going to lose another Nexus here. He's only at 67 supply. He's a lot less now as a lot of probes are going down here. Share of the Love just went Mass Zealot all of a sudden. Which means if you're going to storm them, you kind of have to storm your own self a lot. But it did soften up those Zealots, so the Hydras do better against them than they normally would. Zealots from Go Teddy Go are up inside Somicron's base. Banelings ready to chase them out, though, and they do quite effectively. Hijack's trying to take his bottom left base again, but there are Marines ready for him. Kitty Stalker wipes that out. Oh, dude, this match. This is an insane, insane match. Kai's got 34 workers on this base. Are we running out of places to expand here? We kind of are. If you retake these two bases, top right and top left need to be established. Kitty is actually muling that bottom left base like a boss. Somicron, once again, long-distance mining, I think just to get enough resources to throw down a hatch. There we go. Yep. At 170 minerals after throwing down the hatchery. He was very, very low on that income. Looks like everybody's working together here. Kitty, Kai. Somicron's at 30 supply right now. Fatty's at 35, which is really bad. Yeah, this is a tight match. This really is. Yeah, Hydras against things like Colossus and Charge Lots and Blue Flame Hellions are not going to do very well. So unfortunately, everybody dies there. Maybe some of Ducks on those Colossus would be nice. Yeah, Kitty's trying to stand, and he does he parasitic bombs the Colossus. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. They are apparently viable targets because they're considered tall, right? So Corruptors can hit them, so they're effectively flying, I guess. I actually don't know what the designation of the Colossus is, but he parasitic bombed the Colossus. What? What is this? The Corruptors are like, please throw down a Nexus. We would love to kill it. We would just absolutely love to kill that thing. Again, this island base. Kitty Stalker loses a base. Share the love. Your poor pylon. Caustic sprayed into oblivion. Share the love. Heading up against Fatty's one of his meager sources of income here. It is 3-3-3 across the board for Share the Love's ground units. So they're going to do all right. That said, super overcharging that cannon against 3-3 Zealots is really effective. Holy dang, those Zealots did not do as much as they wanted to. Sleepy Bear pushing up the left side into, well, not a very well-defended place. Poor Somicron, going to lose this hatchet for the second time today. And he really needs it. He really needs that base to stay alive. Kitty Stalker losing that base would be brutal as well. This has just been an absolutely no-holds-barred, knock him down, draw him out fist fight here. Kitty Stalker going to lose another orbital. And possibly his only source of income, if we look at it right now. Yeah, man. Kitty not happy economically. I'm not sure anybody is. Like, Kai has this one base. Fatty's kind of mining from there, but, like, Team Blue is not very healthy economically. Sleepy Bear is not either. Like, Team Red is not super healthy economically, but they're better off than Team Blue is at the moment. Fucking Sleepy Bear is just trying to do this on his own right here. Blue flaming it. The Banelings coming in. Anti-armor missiles on both sides here. Taking the anti-armor missile. The Corruptor's like, I don't care. We're going to stand here and fight regardless. Don't mind us. And Sleepy Bear has to get on out. Get on out. Yeah, if economics tell the story here, I think Team Red might have this thing, but I mean, sheer... Nobody's at 100 supply is the point I'm trying to make here. And there are multiple people under 50 supply here at 32 minutes, which just means, again, scrap. It is a scrappy match. I mean, at this stage, it's really hard to take stock of exactly where everybody is. All I know is that Share Love's at 81 supply, Hijack's at 75, and Sleepy Bear's at 70. Which adds up to more than what Team Blue is running with right now. Kitty Stalker trying to make stuff happen. Shut down this bottom left-hand corner, but there's actually defense for Sleepy Bear right now. Trying to keep Hijack's base alive at the moment. Kai's got his Hydras. He's got his Zerglings in the mix. He's been going pretty much the same thing. I'd love to see some Banelings mixed in here. Especially against all these, the Zealots we've seen out of Share the Love. The Marines we've seen out of Sleepy Bear. Banelings would be good unit. Somicron's at 12 supply, and I think it's all Corruptors. Yeah, it's 6 Corruptors. He doesn't have any drones. Somicron is done. Yeah, he's not able to caustic spray this because the response is too good. Dun. Oh, full medevacs getting wiped out, though. Okay, that's not good. That is, in fact, exceptionally bad to lose those medevacs. Fatty attacking the left side of the map for the first time today, actually, going after some of these barracks. The Corruptors are in here to provide that air support that you so desperately need. Where is Share the Love? He's trying to get over here with his Panic Zealots. Dude, the caustic spray play today has been so good. Oh, he lost a Corruptor for that missile turret, though. Guardian Shield is up. Zealots thinking about attacking in there. Kind of worried about the Liberators, though, and the Banshees, I guess. Entirely fair stuff. Zealots going after Kai's drone count. Shopping through those guys. Kai, get those drones out of there. You gotta run, Kai. Yeah, you might be able to handle it, but a lot of drones went down. You need to run those guys away. Dude, this whole super overcharged cannon thing that can only be hit by about 3 Zealots is incredible. Dude, the caustic spray. Finishes off the Liberator. The bottom left base is getting dropped by Kitty Stalker. The Hydroling handling Share the Love Zealots. Dude, Share the Love. He needs to stop making Panic Zealots. Make anything else, man. Yeah, some Colossus would be incredible against this Ling Hydra stuff that Kai is doing. Absolutely amazing. The number of bases that have been killed in this game has got to be over 20 at this point. I gotta say. The caustic spray on planetaries. I mean, Somicron is just trying to feel useful at this point in the game, which is entirely fair. Because he can't rebuild a base. Even if his teammates gave him some money, which I guess Kai has some cash. But where do you even expand at this point? I think we're mining the map out. I mean, maybe Kai could take this base. It'd be worth it economically to throw down a hatch there. More caustic spray. Got a sensor tower and a planetary fortress. The SCVs are here from Hijacked. Dude, share the love. Again, massive army. This time he has a couple Colossus and some Archons. Here we go. And some DTs. Is share the love just going to win this thing? I've felt like this a couple times today. And then Team Blue manages to scrap their way in and hold on. Did he bring detection? He didn't make an observer. Oh, no. Dude, clearing creep in this situation is vital to your success. Yeah, Kai's going to lose that hatch. I think working together here would be great. Dude, they brought along some SCVs to repair this battle cruiser, even though he has no minerals to repair with. It's nice they're here, though, I guess. Dude, the SCVs to buffer, because nobody has anything that can really kill SCVs. I guess maybe there might be some High Templar here for Fatty. He's got one. He's got one High Templar. Share the love had this top right base. He's hanging on to it. Yeah, this is looking tough. Really tough for Team Blue all of a sudden. Infestation pit down. Kai's entire main base is out. Fatty lost his, one source of sort of income. The storm is happening. Fatty's entire main is getting wiped out here. Kitty's at 68 supply. The production tab is empty for both players. Do the abduct, though. Hey, the abduct is pretty good. What do you have to deal with these guys? An Archon? An Archon. And he does take down two of them with the splash damage. Two of the Corruptors go down. Somicron is down to a total of 1 Corruptor. It's hard to make a difference with 1 Corruptor. Yeah, man. Kitty's got a bunch of SCVs down this way. Kitty actually has this base. Go pick up your workers and bring them down, man. He's trying to hold. He's trying to hold against the onslaught of Team Red. Coming up this ramp does seem like suicide, Team Red. You want to storm up the ramp? Do you have any storm you can do? Oh, the DTs. No, Kitty didn't recognize the DTs until it was too late. Oh, he tried to get out of there, but no. Kitty's down to 34 total supply. Somicron's base is going down. Fatty has just got nothing left right now. Kitty's got some production structures, a couple Colossus in production from Team Red, a Baneling on the way from Somicron. Where did he find a Zergling? I honestly don't know where he found that. This is the scrappiest game I have cast in a long time in StarCraft 2. I might start the scrappy tag with this one today. Well, it's hard enough to fit everything in a 4v4 title for YouTube anyway. If I have to fit scrappy in there as well. Whee! Hijacked with the wow. What is he wowing? Oh, check this action out. These Marines and SCVs are doing great against those Zealots. I didn't expect a rematch like this. Somicron says, what a game. Not wrong. This is a great second game. Kitty's out. Kitty did his best, but then a Colossus showed up and killed 8 things by themselves. And saving this replay says share the love. Fatty leaves the game. Somicron calls the GG. And he leaves the game too. Team Red, the winners. Hijacked, Sleepy Bear, Go Daddy Go, Go Teddy Go, and share the love. Get the win. End of the game here. I mean, Hijacked has a Hellion. And Sleepy Bear has a tank and a Marine. And Go Teddy Go has an Archon and 13 Zealots. Like, Team Red was not in a great position. But Share the Love was really carrying the day there. 17 Zealots, 9 DTs, 18 Stalkers, 4 Archons. Had some High Templar in the mix. I think he turned some of them into Archons, though. Yeah, man. I mean, multiprocessor. I've never seen this map effectively mined out before. Yeah, Kitty got some Blink Stalkers in here to wipe out his bottom right. And Share the Love hold on to this one. That helps immensely. That'll do. Wow. All right. Well, that's going to be it for my sneaky 2 for 4v4 today. I hope you enjoyed it, because that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a scrappy 4v4 twofer. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.